Hey everyone, Humsy Plays here, and today we got Farfetch'd's new evolution, Sirfetch'd, revealed in a trailer. So we knew about this from a few days ago on September 13th, when they revealed that glitch-looking Pokemon, and people were doing their own analysis. I mean, at first I thought that looked like a Cubone, but then when you flipped it around, it looked kind of like Farfetch'd, so yeah, it just kind of made sense for this to be Farfetch'd's new evolution. And also the Ben Affleck leak said this was going to be Farfetch'd's new evolution. It makes sense for this to be Farfetch'd's evolution, and yeah, it was revealed to us today. So in this video we're going to take a look at the Pokedex entry for Sirfetch'd and some of the history on how they revealed Sirfetch'd. So let's get into it. Okay, so starting from the beginning, we got this image on the Pokemon Sword and Shield website on September 13th. When you would try to click it on the bottom right, it would move to the upper left and then to the bottom left, and then you would finally be able to click it. When you would click on it, the Rotom cry could be heard, and then you would be sent to this glitched up page which showed this image. So when I first looked at this image, it looked kind of like a Cubone with bunny ears, and I'm glad that I wasn't the only one who thought that. But luckily people flipped this image to the right, and they could see that this looked like a bird holding a shield and a lance. So basically then they started drawing some fan art of this, and people kind of figured out that this was Farfetch'd's new evolution, Sirfetch'd. Well, I mean, they didn't know if this was going to be his evolution or if this was just going to be Farfetch'd's Galarian form, but this is Farfetch'd's evolution in the Galar region. Okay, so jumping to today in the morning, the Pokemon Twitter profile released this image here, and they said, "Trainers, we resolved the technical issue with our latest announcement. The cause of the issue was a wild Rotom. With that issue cleared up, we're ready to share what we've learned about the newly discovered Pokemon." Okay, so they're basically clearing up that Rotom was glitching the Pokemon Sword and Shield website, and we won't be seeing the glitch Pokemon anymore. So, I mean, I guess that was the little game that they were kind of playing with us, have Rotom glitch up the Pokemon and then try to have us get hyped for Farfetch'd's evolution reveal. And they also released this article on their website. "Attention trainers, we would like to apologize for a series of glitches that affected the appearance of images and text on our page that was meant to announce a new Pokemon that has been discovered to appear in the Galar region. As of Wednesday, September 18, 2019, the error has been corrected. We have learned that the incident was caused by a mischievous wild Rotom that entered our servers, causing a temporary disruption to our website. Fortunately, our IT team members, skilled Pokemon trainers in their own right, were able to convince the Rotom to leave our system and return to where it normally resides. With that issue cleared up, we are now free to finally present detailed information about the newly discovered Pokemon found to appear in Pokemon Sword. Thank you for understanding in this matter." So yeah, that was also sort of part of the game they were playing, with Rotom being the one to glitch up their system, even though they were probably the ones to think of that, Rotom glitching up the Pokemon website just to get us hyped up for Sirfetch'd's reveal. So yeah, at first I thought this might have been a Galarian form of Farfetch'd, but then in the description of the video and on the website we see that this is Farfetch'd's evolution in the Galar region. And something I was disappointed about was how Sirfetch'd is exclusive to Pokemon Sword, and you can't find Sirfetch'd in Pokemon Shield, so that's kind of a bummer because I was planning on getting Pokemon Shield version and Sirfetch'd won't be available there, so I'll need to trade with somebody. Okay, so let's read what the Pokemon Sword and Shield website has to say about Sirfetch'd. So, "A noble knight that fights fair and square. The Farfetch'd of the Galar region can evolve into Sirfetch'd after experiencing many battles. They are calm and collected, and they make a point of always battling fairly. They are so noble in battle that they are often chosen as a motif for paintings. Of particular note is a painting famous in the Galar region that depicts a duel between a Sirfetch'd and an Escavalier." Okay, so it seems like these Pokemon are highly regarded in the Galar region, and there's even a painting that has Sirfetch'd fighting an Escavalier, which kind of makes sense because Escavalier has those two lances on his side, and it seems like these Pokemon would probably fight. "Its irreplaceable leek has seen many battles. In battle, Sirfetch'd uses the sharp stalk of its leek as a lance and the thick leaves as a shield. It maintains this leek over the span of many years and treasures it more than anything. When this leek finally withers, Sirfetch'd will leave the battlefield and retire from battling entirely. So I'm glad we see that Farfetch'd's leek and his held item stick kind of carries on to his evolution, and it kind of becomes more of a part of him. And it becomes both his shield and his lance. So I wonder if the held item stick will still work for Sirfetch'd. So the final thing we learn about Sirfetch'd is his signature move, Meteor Assault. And this is the move we see in the trailer. With this Meteor Assault, the signature move is Sirfetch'd. Meteor Assault is a new move introduced in these games that only Sirfetch'd can learn. Sirfetch'd points its leek at the opponent and charges toward them at great speed. This move is devastatingly powerful. However, it appears that the move also puts great strain on Sirfetch'd. It will be unable to take action immediately after using this move. Okay, so this is Sirfetch'd's signature move, and it seems to be like almost as powerful as Hyper Beam or Giga Impact, or like Frenzy Plant, the elemental beams. Sirfetch'd can't move on the turn after it uses this move, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be a really powerful move. And it's probably going to be a fighting type move because Sirfetch'd is a fighting type. So this is probably going to be a high powered fighting type move that only Sirfetch'd could learn. And it's pretty cool they're giving Sirfetch'd a signature move, even though this move could probably be useful for a lot of Pokemon. I also really like the name for this move. Meteor Assault sounds like a really powerful move. So yeah, I really like Sirfetch'd's design. I mean, even though it's kind of simple and it's kind of small and it looks sort of more like Farfetch'd, it still looks nice, and I'm glad that Farfetch'd finally has an evolution and they're bringing back evolutions for previous Pokemon, because in the Alola region there is no evolutions for older Pokemon. So I'm glad that they're bringing back evolutions for older Pokemon, and Farfetch'd was in need of an evolution. I mean, he got a pretty big buff in the Sun and Moon games. He got like 90 attack. I mean, that's still not that much. So it's nice to see that Farfetch'd was given an evolution. Farfetch'd was one of those Pokemon that like I always wanted to use, but since like he wasn't really that good, I couldn't really use him that much. But now like I could finally use Sirfetch'd in the games, and it's gonna be really fun using Sirfetch'd. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this analysis on Sirfetch'd. Let me know what you guys thought about Sirfetch'd. Do you think he looks too similar to Farfetch'd? I mean, I kind of think he looks a little bit similar to Farfetch'd, but I'm still glad that he got an evolution, and he looks a little bit more majestic now. You know, a little bit more royal. He has that royalty thing going on. There's a leak that said that there might be a royal type. So I mean, if there was a royal type, I would think Sirfetch'd could be like a royal type. But I don't know if that is real or not. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I hope to see you in the next one.